Hello, everyone. Welcome to Moon Mage. If you are new here, this is weekly tarot messages. Pick a message 1 through 4. I always tell everybody to give themselves a moment to feel into which message is speaking to them, and then that'll be your message for the week ahead, or whenever you happen to land on this. So even though these come with dates, they are timeless, and if you land on it and the date has passed, don't worry about that. It was when you were meant to hear the message. These are essentially just a quick snapshot, a bit of a heads up about the potential energies and challenges that could be coming your way in the week ahead, with some guidance and advice that you can hopefully navigate it in the best possible way. So again, give yourself a second to feel into messages 1 through 4, and I will get started here with message number 1. Hello, message 1. Let's have a look and see what could be showing up for you guys this week. What do my beautiful message 1s need to know? Ooh, we've got reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life, or of life rather. So a really good opportunity this week to start implementing things and creating the life that you want, a blueprint essentially, if you haven't already. If you've started already thinking about these kinds of things and what you really want moving forward, now is the time to start implementing them and taking small actions towards this reinvention of self. And it's really interesting because that full moon that happened on Friday is very much in play over the next 6 months. A lot of people don't realize that. It's very activating for this kind of energy, for a reinvention of the self. And if this is showing up for you, you've got really good opportunity to lean into this because it's supportive of you doing just this at this time. So a transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. Yeah. Trust that the energy is really working in your favor at this time. Optimal is what I'm trying to say here. Let's see what else goes with that. Okay, disruption. And I'm just going to point out that I'm noticing number 16. Discontent and boredom coming in the challenge position. Let's turn that. Truth. Wow, I can see where we're going with this reading. Nice, stand your ground. And I'm noticing the number 7 there, which is funny because actually 16 reduces down to a 7 in numerology. So I think 7s could be important for you. Message 1, something to keep in mind. All right. So let's talk about this energy, message 1. With this reinvention being the biggest energy showing up, it feels like there's been turmoil and chaos for you. You've been dealing with a lot of hard things, a lot of disruptive energy, and it may not be completely done. It's the chaos maker that comes for a lot of us when it's really time to stir our lives up, shake things up, and become a new self, really reinvent our life in all kinds of ways, mentally, emotionally, physically. This could look like job, or moving towards a new community, a new place, a new person, all kinds of things. And when this energy shows up, it's usually a catalyst, or it should be used as a catalyst by us to say, okay, clearly everything's falling apart for a reason. I need to shake my life up. I want these things. I haven't been going for them. The universe came in and pinched me so that I can move towards more passion, more purpose, more authenticity for myself is essentially what this energy is showing here for you guys. With discontent and boredom, being in the challenge position, it's sort of suggesting, it's like the universe saying, hey, you've been in this energy. You were, things were not feeling quite right. And maybe you didn't know what to do with that. This disruptive energy came in to do just that, shake up this energy so that you can make better choices for yourself moving forward. And this week is optimal. I know I've already said that, but it's really optimal for you to do just that, to start saying, okay, you know what? I'm over this disruptive energy. I'm over these hard things. I'm moving towards something much bigger and better for myself. What I like here is that you're coming to some sort of truth where you might have felt unsure, unclear, where you were lacking information. This truth is being delivered. It's going to be shown to you this week. You are going to connect to what is true for you, what is right for you, what you didn't know. That information is coming in for you. So be open to this. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like for some of you, this could be a hard truth, a difficult thing to be receiving, but ultimately it's for your best and highest good. I think there's two messages here with this truth card. One is that you're going to come into a truth for yourself, which requires you to make hard decisions, but are best for you, more authentic for you, more connected to your true self. But I also think you're going to be delivered some harder truths that are maybe a little bit difficult to swallow, but ultimately good for you in the long run because you needed to have this information, like where you were once unclear. So keep that in mind, message one. This could be, I want to say too, this truth coming in could feel disruptive and be the chaos maker that pinches you to say, okay, it's time to get out of this discontent and boredom in your life. There's something much better that we want you to keep working on, moving towards. And so we had to bring this in so that you could truly see the truth of a situation. And it could be anything, right? Because this is general. And then we've got stand your ground, right? And I think that this is after that chaotic energy and you coming into these truths, saying, okay, I see it now. I understand it now. I know what I need to do. And I'm going to bloody well do it. That's what it feels like. Don't let anybody talk you out of what you know is right for you, what you want to move towards, what feels better, or even any decisions that you have to make as a result of these truths, the truths that might be coming from outside influences. But again, I do think there's a duality here. I think you are going to come into a truth for yourself that's, going to require you to take action and reinvent yourself, but also truths delivered from others. But stand your ground through all of this. This disruptive energy didn't come in to make your life harder or to hurt you or because you were deserving of anything negative coming your way. It came in to shake you up so that you can move towards more passion, more purpose, better people, be in alignment with who you truly are, your authentic self. And it's difficult when it shows up like this for us, but I feel like this is the kind of energy that in years to come, you're going to look back and say, at the time, it was so hard and so frustrating, but I'm glad it happened. Otherwise, I never would have gotten where I'm supposed to be, where I am today. It feels like that, very profound. I'm going to pull a final message here to cap this off. So stay on your toes this week. Message one, only lean into things that you want, you desire. Really consider what you feel is best for you. Allow yourself to get really, really clear about this. Dream big. Don't hold back. Don't limit yourself. Stand your ground, as this card says, because you've got the truth coming in. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. Wow. Yeah. So you've got some sort of creative energy. You've got ideas. There's inspiration coming in for you. If it hasn't already, I think for some of you it has. That spirit in the universe is saying it's time to take these things and do something with them. And we're going to shake this up so that you do, because it's needed. The world needs it in some way. Your community, the people around you, new people coming in, they're going to need what you have to offer. So trust that you have everything that you need, the resources, the abilities, the talents, the gifts to make this happen. Stand your ground, draw that line in the sand and say, no matter what, I'm moving towards this thing. I'm going to make it happen. That goes really well with that reinvent yourself and put your creativity and energy in action behind what you can create, what you do, what you bring, what talents and gifts you have. I know I'm rambling, so I'm going to leave that there. Just reinvent yourself in this way using your creativity is the simplest way for me to say that. I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope that you guys all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys. Hello, message 2. Okay, what do my beautiful message 2s need to know? What's showing up for message 2? Okay, challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. All right. So this is sort of like the energy to be forewarned is to be forearmed. You may have already been in some challenge right now. And this is just sort of a heads up from the universe saying they're not quite finished. But also, taking time out from this problem or conflict. And it says approach softly to avoid making matters worse. Yeah, it's about ebbing back, going into more contemplative, reflective mode rather than pushing on something. Because if you push on the situation, I think that what spirit and the universe is highlighting, it can make the situation worse. So take that time out, ebb back a little bit, sit with yourself, reflect, contemplate, and you'll find yourself moving towards, I'm feeling like answers, solutions as a result. But we'll see what the cards say, what comes out with this. We've still got that lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse that happened in Virgo in play. That energy is going to be really strong. So it can definitely be affecting this challenged energy. So keep that in mind. It's not a good time at 8. And just generally speaking, when we're in the window of that, we're in the window and shadow of that kind of energy, it's never a good time to push on anything. It's better to step back, breathe out, and figure out what you do next before making any big decisions. I'm going to have to fix that. That's going to be the first card there. Making a mess. All right. Patience, yeah, which is just really reiterating what we've already pulled here with, approaching softly and avoid leaning into problems or conflicts right now because it could make the situation worse. What I like here too is though there's this seed that's been planted and there's growth here, like really beautiful growth actually. And number 14 is the number of change in numerology because it reduces to a 5. So leaning into this energy of patience, not pushing, not forcing, just allowing and stepping back a little bit so that you can get more clear on what to do through these challenges. Okay, yes, and this is coming out in the challenge position, triumphant success, not feeling this, right? Not feeling connected to this. I almost get this energy from some of you that's like, I am sick of this. I'm so over things not working out for me and having to deal with one challenge after another. It's like putting out little fires everywhere. Right. And then not seeing a positive result just yet. I really do think with patience and versatility and resilience, you will get through this and get into this energy. Right. Because I always say the challenge card has the most to teach us and show us. It's because this is possible for you. This triumphant success is possible for you. I'm just dropping cards everywhere. Yeah, power. Okay. Solar plexus chakra showing up here for you guys. Getting it back into your power. This is the piece of guidance and advice from spirit, right? This is a center that needs to be cleared for you. It's where we feel everything's possible. It's our life force energy. I do think maybe some of you are losing some steam there because of that frustration, which feels quite understandable to me when you see these cards. But it's also the cards like, I'm capable, I'm confident, I'm powerful, I'm courageous, I'm brave. So maybe using some of those affirmations, doing something to help clear out this solar plexus chakra. It sounds really silly, but even standing with your arms on your hips, almost like you're Captain America or a superhero, can really help you connect to your power. Because if this is showing up for you, there's something that you have, a capability that's going to be needed to see yourself through this situation, but not until you're clear here and you've moved back from the conflict around this situation. Yeah, okay. So we've got the zero energy. Okay, so this is God force energy, right? And new beginnings. So this is where you're going with this, a new beginning, seeds well planted with patience, moving through challenges with grace, gratitude, and as much ease as you can possibly muster, clearing out that power center so that you can feel empowered and see your way through these challenges rather than force anything at the moment that would make these challenges bigger and worse, like blow up in a way. You don't want to be doing that. I feel like your message is a heads up to know that triumphant success is entirely possible. There is something that you bring to the table with your power, with your strength, with your life force vitality, but it needs healing. It needs sorting out. You need to be centered here so that you can lean into this patience and get to that new beginning. And it feels like, I feel this like holding your breath a little bit and just needing to breathe out and sigh a little bit and say, okay, this is hard. This has been tough, but I'm tougher. I know that I'm tough. I know we can move through this. I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to lean into the conflict of this right now because I know it's not going to get me anywhere. I'm going to step back, reset, get back in my power. And then it's sort of like this feeling of clouds parting, things becoming clear, and you start moving in a really good direction where there is growth, where there is triumphant success, where everything starts to grow and yield results, positive results. There's a strong connection to career here for this reading, for my message to choosers. Now, this could definitely be connected to partnership for some of you where things have been hard and you've been butting your head against the wall, not seeing eye to eye. And that too can shift and change, but not until you're both entirely clear about what it is you want and where you're going. And then be able to approach each other, more softly with communication skills and to navigate it. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes some sense. But I do feel like there's a stronger energy here around career or trying to grow something with a financial component. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about right here. Embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So, on a more mundane level, it could be that some of you are so frustrated with not knowing what to do with your gifts, your talents, how to make a new move or create a new beginning, like getting lost in the sauce a bit. And by trying to force this issue and force yourself to come to a realization, you might block it from just wanting to show up for you, because I do think with all that light coming in and that cat there, which is connected to independence, intuition, cats are like bridges from our world to the spiritual world. So it's like calling in that kind of energy helps you go more into flow where you're receiving answers and you're like, oh my gosh, I see what I need to do. I see how I can make this happen. Here's my first step. I'm going to kind of make a blueprint for myself and follow that. But it's not coming by way of force or pushing. It's more allowing in a relaxed sense. That will bring this transformation and change in. Again, because this is general, I do think that there are some of you that this is in a work environment and other people are involved and it's been frustrating. Just know now is not the time to push hard, to force, because it will create more conflict. As this says, approach softly and avoid making matters worse. Step back right now. Let clarity come in, get back in your power, and you'll be able to embrace this passion project, this purpose that you have to share with the world, to share with your community. You're the one with that power. Otherwise, it wouldn't be showing up in the advice position. It's just you've got to find your way back to this energy, right? To get back into this new beginning energy where things are moving forward. There's a lot of messaging here, I feel like, for group 2. And you know who you are, so use your own tuition and apply it to your situation and leave whatever doesn't resonate behind. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to say. I'm going to leave that there. So just lean into as much patience and ebbing back right now. Find your way into a flow state and back into your power. And this is where clarity will come in and push things forward. I hope that you guys all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys. Hello, message 3. What do my beautiful message 3s need to know? What's coming up for them? My shuffling's been extra bad today, so I apologize if my cards start flying. We're going to have to pause the video. change. A change of residence, partner, career, or job is on the cards. You're restless and in need of a change, and that is exactly what is coming your way. Okay, so when this card shows up, it's sort of saying, to be open to it, be adaptable. A frame change is something exciting and necessary and good for you. And I feel like this card shows up for those of us that fear change a little bit, kind of maybe go into freeze mode or put walls up a little bit, like resistance, so that because it makes us feel like we're protecting ourselves in some kind of way. If that's you and you recognize yourself as somebody who might be a little bit resistant to change, even though on some level you know you need it and want it in your life, be mindful of that. Be open to it, because it's saying this is exactly what you need to see your life moving forward, to bring in more joy and probably connection to authenticity. But we'll see what other cards show up. My ears ringing when I said that. Yeah, more connection to who you truly are, to what's more authentic to you. So be open to change this week, message 3. It's coming for you. Notice when you're resistant. Know that this is being divinely orchestrated, because it's saying that this is exactly what you need. So lean in and trust as much as you can. Frame it as excitement instead of nervousness or fear. Ooh. Okay, it didn't completely fall out, so nice. Look at that. Passion being ignited for you. I love that. That would be the next overarching energy in how you're going to experience this. And this is exactly what I was trying to say, framing things as exciting, finally being sparked, sort of like the divine coming in and touching your shoulder saying it's go time and here's some inspiration for you. So really lean into anything that you start to feel your passion stirring towards doing. It's going to be ignited for you. This change brings about that. Okay, coming out in the challenge position, we have stand your ground. So it could be mindful that some of you experience resistance from others, or you have an inner dialogue trying to talk you out of this passion you're feeling and tell you maybe why it can't be true or it's silly. I do think some of you are going to be influenced by outside influences, so be really careful of that. Stand your ground with them. You know what's best for you. You know what you're meant to be moving towards. You know that change is something that you've been on a soul level, internally, your heart has wanted, and it's showing up for you. So anybody who tries to talk you out of doing something, moving towards something, stand your ground with them. Draw that line in the sand. No, this is what's meant for me. It's showing up for me. I'm going to lean into it and go for it because the timing is right and I'm ready for it. And it's been divinely orchestrated for me. But I do think some of you are going to have a running dialogue in your head, maybe trying to talk yourself out of it a little bit. So it's sort of like you're going to have to stand your ground with your own ego for some of you, which is entirely normal. We do that. We try to talk ourselves out of things that would be really good for us because it feels a little risky or scary because we don't know what's coming. Ooh, look at this. Movement, choices, decisions, change. This is the kind of energy that's showing up for you. And you're going to want to be really grounded to move through this so that you're not resistant, so that you do stand your ground knowing what's going to be best for you in the long run, even if it feels a bit scary, because this movement is showing up for you so that you can make new choices and better decisions for yourself that I feel are more in line with who you truly are. This spark being ignited in you, this authenticity. There's a lot of that energy showing up this week. I think it's because of that full moon in Virgo that was in play. But either way, they're showing coins, wedding rings, and then growth here. And I feel like it's all of this stuff is on the table for you, message 3, change. It's sort of like a domino effect I'm feeling for you guys. It's like, it affects all these areas of life in a positive way if we don't resist the energy showing up. So yes, just know that you're going to have a lot of choices and decisions to make. There's going to be movement. So it's active energy. So you're going to want to be feeling really good. Body, mind, soul, very aligned, very grounded. Wow. Love this. Victory and success. Yeah. Passion ignited, standing your ground, choices, decisions, movement, and then victory and success. And this is all connected to and hinged upon you saying yes to this energy that's showing up for you, these opportunities, this, finally answering the call to remove that restlessness and lean into your passions, who you are, your gifts, your talents, what you want and desire, and saying, I deserve it. I'm going for it. So you will have victory and success in doing this. So if you do feel that fear, feel the fear and do it anyways. Talk to yourself in a way that you would talk to a best friend if they really wanted something, and you love them and you only want to see success for them. Talk to yourself that way, because I am getting a strong energy of some of you guys having maybe a negative self-dialogue, something that you're really going to have to look at. But you've got victory and success. Oh my gosh, slow down. Victory and success showing up for you as an outcome, and passion being ignited. It's these energies that we have to work out how to move through making good choices, decisions, and standing your ground and not talking yourself out of anything that's showing up for you opportunity wise that's going to bring a positive change, or letting anybody else do that. So really keep all this in mind as you go about your week this week. Message 3. Okay, increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. All right, so if some of you have had a thought or idea that you'd like to go back to school or take a course, maybe there's fear around doing it. How am I going to find the time? Where am I going to find the money? The answer is a yes from the universe, that this is a good idea for you. There is information and knowledge for you to attain so that you can move towards something much more aligned with your soul, with your purpose, with your passion. And you might be scared about it. You might be nervous about how you're going to make it all work. But if it's showing up, it's because it's possible, and it will bring about that change that you desire. So be open to that. Also, just in general, if you find yourself drawn to a book, go ahead and give yourself permission to read it. There is knowledge that you are meant to receive to catapult you into a much better future for yourself, more authentic, more connected to who you are, to your passion, to your purpose. So say yes to yourself, because I almost feel like some of you would maybe talk yourself out of doing this. Like, I can't afford that. I don't have the time for that. Really, should I take this course? If your soul is pulling you towards it, the answer is yes. But you do have more knowledge coming for you that will really help your situation, help you move forward in some kind of way. And it feels like it brings in so much abundance for you, because I keep feeling the energy of abundance here. All right. I think I'm going to leave that there. I really do hope you guys give yourself over to saying yes to any kind of thing that's showing up for you and any desires that you're having, because there's victory and success in you doing so. But I really am going to stop talking now. And I'm going to wish you guys all the best week ever, and hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care, guys. Hello, message 4. What do my beautiful message 4 choosers need to know? What's showing up for message 4 this week? Ooh, okay, didn't quite. Oh my goodness, reinvent yourself. This showed up in one of the other messages too. It might have been message 1. I'm already not remembering, but you might want to go back and look at message 1, because there could be some overlap for you. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. I'm more than certain now that this energy is really strong incoming this week because of that full moon activating lunar eclipse in Virgo that happened on Friday. New opportunities abound, and you are no different. Message 4. There is a transformation taking place within you and around you. And so it's an optimal time for you to lean in and say, how do I want things to look going forward? Who do I want to be? How am I going to show up? Creating the blueprint for that and then going after it. The energy is really supportive of this right now. So lean in and allow yourself this time and opportunity to do just that. Okay, solar plexus chakra coming out as the next main energy, suggesting that maybe some of you guys are feeling a little bit disempowered right now, a little stuck, a little stagnant, don't know how to reinvent myself, but I know that I need to because I feel that restlessness within telling me something needs to change. Start here. Start by clearing out that solar plexus energy. The kind of energy that's connected to this is I am strong, I am capable, I am confident, I am brave, I am courageous, I am powerful. I take action. I'm filled with life force energy. These are the kinds of affirmations you might want to use at this time. And also just clearing this energy as much as you possibly can through meditation, maybe solar plexus meditation, doing things, little things outside of your comfort zone that require a little bit of bravery, but ultimately will lead you to doing more of it because you can see that it's nothing to fear. I've got this. I will say too, sometimes this is connected to self-esteem where we're feeling like I'm not good enough for this. I'm not strong enough. I'm not confident in myself or my abilities. You really want to work on that because the time is so transformative for you. There's so many things that want to come your way, but you need to be feeling strong enough and in your power to say yes to them because you are ready for a reinvention of self. And that energy shows up for you this week. It starts now. There's so much overlap happening again this week. Triumphant success in the challenge position. So this could be a part of the equation for some of my group 4 choosers, where it's like your tries have been outside the lines. You haven't seen a lot of lift off. Things just haven't necessarily worked out for you in the past. And maybe you've attached to that belief that it's always going to be that way. So why bother? I'm just here. I'm just stuck. Not true. This challenge card suggests that you are capable of triumphant success, but it's about that reinvention of self. It's about standing back in your power and being confident in your abilities and who you are as a person, up leveling that self-esteem to get you there. Okay. Now, I do want to say I was connected to the number 1 and now we've got the number 10. So we've got ones showing up twice, which is new beginnings. And then you've got destiny. There's destined energy showing up for you. Opportunity. It's very, very optimal. It's like divine timing is at play for my message 4 choosers. And that wheel of destiny is starting to turn in your favor. So if you feel like you've had a failure after failure or problem after problem, and again, all these tries and nothing happened, it could have been divine timing at play and lessons to be learned, up leveling ourselves through failures and mistakes, all that's turning. You've got destined divine timing at play. Now is the time for reinvention. It's optimal. It's positive. It will lead to triumphant success. And then we've got that yellow energy again, but it all is connected to standing back in your power, finding confidence again, regaining your footing and saying, okay, I can do this. I got this. Yeah, it's like the wheel of destiny is turning in your favor is what I keep feeling here for my group 4s. Know that, trust that, believe that. And I want to say too, I feel like somebody needs to tell you guys you deserve this. I feel like you've done a lot of hard work. You've learned a lot of hard lessons. You've made a lot of mistakes, but ultimately that's all they were lessons to show you how to move forward in the best possible way. Frame them as such. Okay, rest and rejuvenate. Now, this suggests to me not enough time and space created for contemplation, meditation, reflection, doing a deep dive. What do I want? What do I want to look like? How do I want to feel? What am I doing? Who am I surrounded by? I know that gets really deep, but I feel like that's what's needed by my group 4s, really giving yourself over that journal. Reflect on this, contemplate, rest and rejuvenate, meditate, get back in your power. This is what leads you to those answers and triumphant success, where you're leaning more into your destiny and the opportunities that are forthcoming through this year, because I'm definitely feeling like an energy of a lot of opportunities coming up, especially in the second half of the year for my group 4 choosers. I'm not sure why I'm feeling like that, but it starts here. It starts here, creating that blueprint. If I envision myself in the future, how do I want to feel? Who am I with? What's my partner look like? What's the job I'm doing? What are my creative outlets? What's my creative outlets? Sorry, my spiritual life. What does that look like? What am I doing? How is it manifesting for me? This is all the stuff you want to be looking at right now and recreating for yourself. That's that reinvention. And it feels to me, message 4, like all of that's on the table for you this year to start the ball rolling in these more positive, authentic energies with that destiny card there. So really start going into the energy of belief as well. It's all possible for me. It's happening for me. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm open. I am powerful. I am confident. I am deserving. All right. Trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Yes, that's absolutely what this feels like. Like these things in the past were just lessons. They were not meant to rattle you to your core to where you lost belief in yourself, your abilities, what you're here to do, your passion, your purpose, your beauty, all of that. That's all they were, to strengthen you, essentially, a fortification, right, through hardship. But your ships are starting to come in this year, message 4. It starts in this energy, right? This is the energy where you see that change coming in, and it's asking you to lean in and trust in your divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're on a path of growth. All the more reason for that rest and rejuvenation. I really do feel like some of my message 4s have had a lot of disappointments, not just with maybe passion projects or career, finding yourself, or your purpose in general, but with people, being disappointed by people, being let down by people. Again, all of this energy feels like it's starting to change. It's being shaken up, and it starts with you. It always starts with us. How do I want to feel moving forward? What am I doing? Who am I with? Reinvention. I feel like vision boarding would be a really good idea for some of my message 4s to help you get a clear picture, but give yourself over to this rest and rejuvenation, this peace. Bring it in so that you can get yourself balanced, especially in your power, back in your power again. You do have a divine purpose. Success is possible. And the ability to create this starts for you now. So say yes to this beautiful energy coming in for you guys. Destiny's at play here. Divine timing. All right. I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope that you all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys.